If we've seen to not throw this advantage away is calling for reinforcements. The rest of the gang are now here with him, and Searson is in for even more. Alexi dropped at the last hurdle, and Big, that is a very, very dominant pistol round indeed.
But they know they're up against a wounded opponent in OG with a new player, a versatile player, sure, no one can disagree with that, but it will take some time to fit a guy into the roster, and Alexi,
all right,
his bad luck isn't getting any better.
Last time I saw Searson on Overpass with the Scout, it wasn't the real Searson, it was someone fake nicking as him in a game of CS, but
he was pretty good with the Scout.
He was really good with the Scout, and you know,
it was really
regular Searson is also really good with the Scout, so he's opened this round up with a kill. And the Famai, they've chipped in around it. So there it is, Big 2-0 up. That little Glock round from OG doesn't get anything done.
Deep smoke, keto is pushed all the way up. They now know this is unlikely to be a B play. It's got to come all from the water. And it's not like OG even have that info. They've lost the map control. So Big can start to stack the top site, but they do win the first fight as well. Searson with a scout. Double tags into Issa. Niko's going to try and trade. OG are getting closer, but they're walking into the storm. The stack on this A site. It's not getting any easier. Mantu eats a bullet, and Xantares is caught getting aggressive. He wasn't ready for Niko to be up so deep, so in the blink of an eye, OG flip-flop and switch it back up. They take a round surely here. This Keto is so far away. They've not really been allowed to, and
Keto, nah, they
smoke
know.
Falls short, and it doesn't cover the bomb. Even if it did, Mantu was there as a safety insurance.
He killed Mantu to the explosion, and that's pretty sick.
Worth it, right? If he gets an AK, imagine? No.
I'm a little biased here.
I mean, as we saw Valde talk about in the interview, he's already played alongside this guy. So that's a nice bit of synergy. That's a nice link, right? And Niko's certainly a versatile player who can really do it all. When we saw him added to Heroic at the start, he was a big reason that they rose so fastly to the #1. Oh dear, right now though, in the action, it's just trades all across the board in middle. Searson's orb gets away with one, but it can't escape. And 2 players left up for OG. Familiar territory, but they did bail themselves out last time around, and Niko is trying to do exactly that, finding Keto up connector. Big seem very keen to pounce on their opponents when they have these advantages, and at least OG are playing patient enough that does not work. Oh dear, Big. They finally pulled the brakes, and in the perfect position, Xantares lies in wait.
Yeah, last time, Xantares was the guy to give away the man advantage, and that was because he got too aggressive. Well, this time, he waits patiently, and both the kills get delivered to him. Big 3-1 up now.
Pushed up. Keto should be hearing footsteps as they get closer. Valde's even clearing middle. The orb posted for Issa, who's already tagged up, and Keto moves at the wrong time. He's going to get caught by Niko, and Valde has no idea what is walking right below. Tabson has hit a beautiful timing.
Oh no! Tabson! He's actually moved around Valde, and now he's in an even better spot. There's so many kills lying away. Tabson, oh, you're on to wonderful things, because he's still playing the trigger discipline. He's still just getting ever closer. The coming death, and OG, they've got no idea what is about to come their way. Tabson has played them like a fiddle, and there it is. 2 kills for him. The bomb now dropped as well over at long, and it's all gone wrong for OG. Just Valde left standing, the man that Tabson had to sneak past, and there he is, putting the final nail in the coffin in that round there. 5-1 with Tabson's lurk delivering it all.
This is weird because bigger double toilets, so OG are going to get the site for free. It's just down to whether they check this side of the map, because if no one comes up on a lurk, if Valde doesn't clear this position out, it could be problematic, but he does. He's looking to take both. Keto re-aggresses and Valde doubles down. Lovely little late play for Valde. If that wasn't done, if OG just take the site, they might get flustered by big in the toilets, dropping in on the reload, and Niko is taking matters into his own hands. It's only Xantares aggressing off B once again.
What you're going to get out of Niko is like someone who will play by your game plan, and they'll try their hardest, but he's not going to be looking to do anything insane, right? Considering his kind of position here.
And hopefully good things can happen here for OG. But right now, Big is still in control. And they've actually jump spotted this B play. Maybe even seeing the bomb as well, judging by these rotations. Big are more than ready for this attack, for this assault. Tizian's already dealt with the first, and Tabson finds another before Xantares even pokes his head out from the pit. At this point, the round is lost, and OG don't get a say in the matter, walking into a 5-man B hold. That's the power of information. OG even tried to deny that info by nading the boost.
is tasked with a nigh on impossible take of this B bomb site. A lot of players down in the water, and even more backed up towards CT and Graffiti. So this is not plain sailing for Valde. There's the first, but the trade's now looking to come in. Valde gonna deliver 2 out of the 5 kills that were needed. Mansu, with only 8 seconds left, is just looking to hold on to this orb, but they might not let him get away with it. Tabson hounds him down. 4 in the round, and Big move up onto 7.
And Big, they'll throw in the towel. They'll give it up. They'll say, fine, you can have that position. But Tabson won't say that for long. Flashing himself back in. Molotov, they're very close, Tabson. He's finally going to realize, maybe the hard way, looking away from the flashbangs and blinded by the next. It's ENCE BIG to take the kill. That's a bit awkward. He was not ready for so many players moving up so fast. Searson's still on short. Valde, he's been really good at finding these lurk timings, clearing the players in toilets on these A takes, but Searson's not falling for it. His long is covered. He can watch his back, and Tizian can try and deal with the attack. There's one. Doubles up, bomb drop, but low on ammo. Niko trades, and Valde catches Searson as he turns away. It's Antares on his own. Wow, 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 wow.
And he's saving. Man. He held that flank with Tizian holding down the A-bomb site for so long. And then Tizian's like, no, they are out now. I do need some help.
Only Mansu with the orb alone coming down con. This is a dangerous decision. They have to flash him out or he could be dead meat. And Valde has timed out. Oh dear.
Well, bit of a classic here for OG, and Tabson's now been spotted. Now they know about the AWP in con though, and Tabson wants it, not gonna get it. Mansu delivers the no-scope, but the Deagle of Tizian will shut out the other 2, and now it is just Niko left up in a 1v3. He gets wrapped from short, and now the defuse is gonna come on in. Poor Valde, man, just has to sit there, a witness at his own funeral in a round like this. Big, they grab the defuse, they go get the guns, and the round, and now a 5-on-4 solidified immediately for OG.
Some big nades getting lobbed in, but Tabson's going to get aggressive ahead of them. He will survive, but maybe not for long as Valde runs out Monster with a kill. He's finally connected, and he is raring and ready to go. Searson trying to put a stop to this offensive, though. Oh boy, that's a shot to Mansu. Does he know there's a player out? Alexi at the pillar, waiting as the molly goes in behind him. Searson might have got that spot, but he flashes himself. It's getting a bit claustrophobic now. The flank is still away, but as long as Searson can stay standing, Keto can come in with a killing blow. The molly pushes him back, and they finally deal with him, but it's a freebie for Keto. And now Alexi, can he run A? Yes, he just gets out there in time, darting to the top site, and Keto realizing, but no kit currently. Can he find one for this 1v1? Long way.
It is a very, very long rotate, and the bomb is planted for bank. That's where ENCE BIG is right about now, holding for this rotation. Alexi don't often miss these, so Keto gonna have to clear out the bank area. If he doesn't, this is likely an OG round, and the swing from Alexi is in to put that 4th up on the board for OG.
Falls out. And it's info for Big. They know this area is clear. They know they can, watch out for an A play. That smoke misses. This is supposed to cut off Valde, landing in front of him. Instead, he mows down 2 players. Big, they threw that smoke earlier that lands right where we are here to cut the T's out of Monster, but instead it blooms in nowhere, blooms in no man's land, just above Niko now. And so as a result, both players walk in to Valde waiting, and now they can just contact this B site. Tabson lines up too. That's naughty, but it won't make a damn difference as this round should be a lock-in for OG. Ooh.
I don't know, that kill there might have just tempted Searson back in to attempt a 1v3 clutch. Wildfire on the AWP, Wildfire in the heart of Searson as he starts to creep in. Now one man does get out through Monster, and over at short, Mansu is waiting with that AWP. He puts it to good use.
Bait and switch, Searson looking to, well, hopefully get the headshot, but if he does get a tag, Keto can finish the job. There's the tag, he can't escape, but Keto can with 1, not his life in fact, as Niko does get that trade. And Big boosting on B short for connector, while OG are not dropping, they're just going to commit.
Yeah, utility of plenty raining in to really trap Tabson behind the boxes. Stuck on dice, but the odds aren't coming up in his favor this time around. And now Antares and Tizian throwing into a 2 versus 4 retake up at this A bomb site. Niko holding for this short rotation. They are already deep within the toilets. Niko not aware of that yet. Tizian blindsided by him over the smoke. And now for Antares, a chance at 1. Still a lot more bodies left to find. Valde just swings it wide, 7 to 8.
Big creeping crawl through con. but there's a bit of a defense here in the form of tout.
Yeah, cheeky little double stack with also these two players moving in at short side to get even more aggressive at Con. Mantu hasn't been cleared, but they closed the door on him. And niko's never discovered either. This double con stack gets bypassed, and now they're waiting. They're trying to tempt OG in. The boost is read by niko. And so he will shut seule out. There is this wrap coming in from tabseN, but with two players down in the connector. An easy spot to be in. They do know that this means at most there's one player on this B bomb site. And so they're quick to move in and take this ground away, but they're actually going up towards A. They're trying to deal with ENCE BIG in heaven and go for an A-side plant. This is a pretty ballsy decision to make. And Alexi starts to realize this doesn't feel right. Oh, there's one. He finds tabseN on that lurk. And this could all fall apart now unless they get this trade. They're not able to find him yet. Finally, keto comes in with that kill. And now the bomb's going to go down up here on A with the rotations both coming in through CT from OG.
Absolutely juked, dunked on by Big, but can they get it over the line? Can they clean up the round? Oh, back of the head hitbox. Finally, niko turns and keto will dish him some death. It's only Mantu in a 1v2, and he's gone past the kit as well. Some damage to keto, who's on for the ace, but Mantu's not being given a fair fight right now. Pistol swap, and Mantu is just hoping to hunt, but Tizian should be able to peek with his teammate, and this one is everything but done. Oh, keto dropping smokes. Oh, smoke shot, knife out. It's getting scary. It's getting crazy. And it's an almost guaranteed round for Big at this point. No time for the defuse. Mantu gets out there with his armor. But that's a really, really nice call from Big, right? Tizian's already bounded out. He's already run back to spawn as the rest of his team have contacted through Monster. That's a good flash. No one peeks with it. But tabseN shoots in preparation. That gives away the B play.
Yeah, and even more flashes raining over. Alexi able to put up a bit of resistance from barrels, helped out still by ESL, who just refuses to falter over at short. And there it is, the cleanup for OG.
Big, you know, running up long, already been called. OG know it.
niko is this the niko spray down moment? niko, here it is. Pad them stats, get the ace. Oh, get it, niko, get it. All 5 belong to niko. 10 on the board for OG, and he gives us a little flip, a little 360 in there to make it exciting.
You hope for a little more from him. He's been at the bottom of some criticism as well with OG changes, but for now it's a faster B approach. OG, oh my, one tap through the smoke. Tizian, how does he do it? No idea, no vision, no problem. It's Issa stuck behind smoke and not there for long. ENCE BIG is providing everything and more. That's a beautiful little heaven smoke thrown from defaults, and Torres jumps out and the plant is in.
Oh, the swing from tabseN, it looked a little risky, but it does reward him handsomely. Oh, and another, tabseN's just taking the fights. Stop feeding him. Another man about to walk into the crosshair. Alexi does not fare any better, and tabseN gets all 3 of those kills delivered on a silver platter. 12 to 10. Yeah, and this spot now for Big is not as dire as it might look. Valdez spotted up on the boost, and at that point you know the site is likely empty. Very rarely do you pull that boost in and still have site players, so they move in for free. And this is where these low HP players start to become a real problem. It's gone from a 3-on-4 to a 3v2 in a matter of moments. Big looking to get that bomb down. The molly forces tabseN out of the bomb site and denies that plant for now. tabseN is also playing pushed up in water, so that's something to bear in mind. This bomb could get dropped from the swing of Mantu, and indeed it has. Now that is definitely complicated matters. That is one Molotov forcing a reposition out of tabseN, and him maybe getting a bit too aggressive. Suddenly this round is hanging in the balance. They've got to get this bomb, and a missed shot from niko has given a little bit of room to seule, trying to get it planted. The flash keeps niko off the angle, and just in the nick of time, he's got the bomb down. Now faced with a 1v2, and seule, Mantu's right there. Missed shot the first time around. I can't afford to miss it on the second, and unfortunately he does. Mantu, will he be able to pick up that round? Oh, just about. OG up onto 11.
But Valdi will be able to come in on a very quick flank if no one holds on to the back line. Here's the push. Big are wondering, why is it so free? Why is it so clear? Well, that's why Issa appears from the sidelines and drops the bomb.
Oh, and their chance to get this bomb down is now kind of out the window with this slowdown. Given plenty of time for OG to get into position. And even though they lose niko, they're still sat a man up. seule needs to get something from this wrap round. Dealing with Valda, there's still Issa at short side, and they know about him. Setting the bomb. Looking to get it planted, and the flash denies this re-peek from ESL, so he can't stop the bomb plant. And now a 3-on-3 ensues. The utilities held them back. They tried to keep the numbers as pretty as they could. Now with the bomb down, the pressure is on OG. Mansu giving up his position. Will nail that second shot. And almost the follow-up through the wall. The pressure is now on for Tizian. Just Searson left alive, and another attempt at this clutch. Flash goes over to try and buy him some time, but a couple of missed shots is all it's going to take. There's no kit for the defuse, though, so even though you get all the kills, you don't get the round there. Just taking a little too long were OG to get that retake rolling. Oh, Nico's so blind. I don't know how he's still alive. Searson should see him. As the smoke starts to fade, niko getting away with it for a moment, but Searson puts a stop to it. And now Mansu's AWP is dropped as well. This round has gone awry. It's only ESL left in the hot seat. A 1v3 turned 1v2 for ESL. Orb dropped over here as well. He could even look to save it. But at this scoreline, he's hoping for a round. He's hoping that they feed him and they just don't give him any room, anything to work with. Big up onto 15. The orb saved forward as well for Searson.
Antu still in connector and Issa with short again. That gives you full sense of security. That makes you think the B is empty. Oh, Xantares spotted leaving. OG have been really good. Mantu specifically catching players leaving positions. Huge amount of info. And the A stack comes in. tabseN trying to take space, but he doesn't know. There's 3 players here. He's got to do something miraculous. There's one, but caught between a crossfire and 2 players spotted might send Big back down lower.
Yeah, Issa is still pushed up at short side. That's something to remember as Big start to make a move onto this B bomb site. Mantu, they're already in pretty deep, but he does have this angle onto Monster. And if this bomb swings wide, it's getting dropped out in the open. Instead, he crosses safely. Issa peeking through the fire is good to deny the bomb plant, and it is all left on to Tizian. 1 versus 3, and they are everywhere. Already out through the heavens. OG are up onto 12. They keep fighting. They're trying to take this game to overtime.
No one covers the molly. No one would push the molly, right? Or Big have right through it, right through the fire, and into the HE instead. Keto down to 7. Very costly on the health, but this is not a round where Big are worried about what they put in. It's more what you get out. It's only Glocks. niko in the toilet. Cleanup duty for him, and he's been absolutely perfect at doing this round after round. Alexi's coming out to help, and this should be a quick, clean one for OG. No casualties yet, and niko should keep it that way. That's not the way. Big walking out Monster instead. They've been very good at this, and there's no one here to stop it. Valde in an off angle. It might be a hard spot to clear for tabseN. He's going to crouch and get caught. Shot in the face by Valde, who needs to get more from this position, but it's one and done. Now up to Issa in the site. He's the only man standing here that can have any say into the round. The smokes cut him out, though. Nade for the plant. It's going to go deep. It does do damage to Xantares, but the bomb plant is down. Xantares gone through the smoke. Keto responds on this orb, and it pushes Mantu back out of heaven as Issa closes the gap. Oh, so many missed shots on both sides. Tizian on top of the site, and now it is all on Mantu, who can't find anything. Big 16-14, just about stealing the map away at the end. What a trial by fire. We've got Nuke coming up next. Big's pick, but first the desk. We'll be back in just a sec. Might be into hot water here. We'll see how things fare. It's fast for Big, no waiting around on their T side, and they go right towards ramp where one man sits. Calling for Mantu maybe is Issa, but he's too late down the ladder, and already dropping B are the big boys.
Issa, they are everywhere, all around him, and he doesn't stand much of a chance. The B site belongs to Big, and with it, the pistol round likely to follow. Alexa B with the dual Berettas. Yikes.
I will just say, I never see them do anything. I know you're going to reference that one Keto clip till the end of time.
No,
sure.
Outside of that, hang on.
Yeah.
Top hut, which is where Alexa B was playing.
Nitro used to do that.
Dual Berettas are used there quite a lot. And you know, if you think back, right, you reference Nitro, because we saw a lot of him using those dualies. If you think back, the thing is like, yeah, he would never get like 5 with the 30 bullets, but sure, you know, you get like 2, and then they've done their job.
In the back of Garage, 30 seconds. Big need to move soon. Boost on ramp. Issa needs something spectacular, but it's not a commitment. They're doubling back into A. This secret control was all a bit of a ruse now, and tabseN is going to be dropping in on main for this split. Mansu misses it, and he will finally get some bullets in, but tabseN did some damage to niko, and now his position is known.
Oh, Alexi back at the bomb site, can't stand the test of time.
Wow.
Oh, and you talk about, you know, big checks there. Well, the biggest one definitely being that little bit of info that goes their way.
Full smokes it down. Alexi, oh, not enough for Searson to take the shot. He didn't want to wallbang and give away the Orb's position. It wasn't known, but momenttu is caught out on ramp. ESL tries to trade, only good for one, and Big have somehow pulled this back into a 3-on-3. Searson's still sat outside, but B is open for the taking. One player down for OG. niko's got to do it all.
Yeah, Searson's even wrapping outside slowly but surely. So niko doesn't know it yet, but he is getting pressured from the secret stairs a little later in the round. Zantares trying to figure out where best to reposition to, and so he takes the position that's got his name on it, moving over towards control room, looking to get this round back in favor of Big, but now he's caught out by this double ramp peak, and so Searson's late flank in through secret has got to do absolutely everything for Big at this point in time. Missed shot onto the first, and niko immediately able to snuff him out of the round. OG, they get away with their first. niko with an exemplary B hold right. Looking to be the man to get pressured, but once more it is this fake. We've seen them do this already back into an A play, but as you mentioned, the outside info was there from momenttu. He could even deal with tabseN, and he does swing out, and is very, very quick on this swing as well. tabseN removed, that makes this main player that much more free, that much more deadly, and still waiting behind the CT vent is a man who hasn't even had to make a move yet. Valde can swing on out and put a stop to the madness, doesn't even need to. With the information getting grabbed that it wasn't outside, the ramp play, you know, all the utility goes in, but no one pushes with it. Well, you've already seen them do it once before. You felt pretty safe in the assumption. Now they're trying to pressure him. They're trying to get this AWP taken out of the round. keto already getting across. momenttu hasn't seen it yet. keto up close, but he does get the info on the drop down. Heartbreaking. ESL putting up a ramp hold as well and just not budging. Only Searson's AWP left in a missed shot. ESL seizes the gap.
Yeah.
And OG take a third.
All right.
Suddenly the map has opened up to you and you've got a lot of room outside. Instead, with this kill not presenting itself, it's another one of these utility drops into ramp, but ESL holds on to this position. And at this point, OG should be pretty ready for an A play, which is, I'm imagining, what Big are gearing up for. They flush out momenttu, but they're not able to deal with the man in main. And so now it's these two remaining players left to just trickle through the door. Yeah, good luck. Firing squad here from the two defending players. And Valde makes quick work of it.
Clinical.
Yeah, finally you get past ESL. And with that, the rest of the defense starts to crumble. ESL is still here inside of B this time. Is able to draw it back into a 3-on-4. Now OG say to ESL, all right, mate, we're trusting you with the B bomb site, and we're going to go ahead and hold on to A. We'll keep it under wraps, and you've just got to worry about B. Zantares is the man looking to complicate matters a little bit on this hell flank. Could try and get up through heaven. He hears that drop down outside as well. Looked very cognizant of that info, and there it is. Valde caught from the wraparound. The bomb is getting planted on the other side of Alexa B. A missed shot from Searson. Oh no! That is maybe just throwing this whole round away. Zantares can't get it back under wraps. And OG, they take a 7th.
You can bang that. You can wallbang this.
Now,
yeah,
you won't.
Damn it. On the jump. Not like this.
Going in for more. momenttu once more.
Yeah.
In with his second. tabseN removed. momenttu, why stop there? The ball's already rolling. No need to put a stop to it yet. The swing out from Garage sees Alexi and Valde both dealt with. niko is close up in main, but it's momenttu still shutting down Big. Finally, niko makes his presence known, and momenttu might even, I was going to say, able to get a 4th, but Searson steals it away from him, and now down to a 1v2.
Seems like he might have. The bomb is already out. He's just going to go for the full stick. And now given a chance to dance in the 1v2. Going back towards main, niko should have a timing for this.
Oh, easy for niko.
definitely a problem for Big, who wanted to cross yard, cannot do so as easily. Mantu, dirty flick. He's going to go back for more. They're holding for him. tabseN's wrapping A. They need to get the bomb back first. They have barely got radio. Molly in the back of the site. They've been burned before, and now niko will as well. tabseN gets that kill and holds for heaven. The kill gets snuck out from under him, and Xantares with the frag and the plant to start this round. tabseN can close it, and this is just very cerebral stuff for Big.
They're not overextending on the rotates, you know, they're not overcompensating this B bomb site, but tabseN does have a lot of room at ramp, and ESL does not have a safe spot to fall back down to.
Ooh.
They swing it early, and keto just takes the kill, so tabseN's little flank was never even needed.
That's crazy. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter if keto dies there, you're just offering up free kills. However, Big are feeling it, and they're just running around into the site. 2 frags, bomb dropped. Oh, someone needs to go back for that. They realize a bit late, and CSGO picks niko up through the doorway. Big surely looking to lock in a 7th. A recovery at the end of the half. And what started pretty slow for the OG as well, right? It was 4-0 for Big. OG with a big recovery. And now Germans stealing it right back with a 7th.
Oh, and tabseN's just swinging in at the end. CSGO mollies him out, of course he does. ENCE BIG, under 10 HP, armed with the AWP. Got to do the impossible. There's no getting through this. Sorry, ENCE. I'd love to make out like you could. But Xantares just drops onto him. Right down the middle. We're as close as we can possibly get it. OG pistols out and in towards the ramp room. Pressure's about to be on for a man like CSGO, as there are a lot of bodies coming his way. He ducks out of danger, but they're not going down to B. They're going for a classic. They're running a classic strategy. Up into heaven is the aim of the game with this one. You force the rotates out of Big, you plant the bomb for heaven, and you make it a really, really rough round. In our games, we call this the Hugo, because this is what he always calls. And so OG have done it. They've called the Hugo into play.
Yeah, it usually works like a charm, but Big were a
OG
little
have
more
fluffed
aware.
it a bit, honestly.
Yeah, they slowed down, and Big rotate back up from B, right? You drop vent often if you see that ramp play come through. There it is from keto.
Nice and clean.
Yeah, not even close. I'm surprised CSGO got out from behind Orange, down B before they chased him, but straight to hell. And yeah, there's no survivors here, but Issa. Ooh, he's got a chance though. Dancing with the Devil, done in 2, and he can drop towards B, which currently has no CTs in. But Issa wants to throw a spanner in the works, wants to go the other way, and tabseN is right behind. Up secret for CSGO. At least the FAMA's tapping away, drawing the attention as CSGO gets ever so close. Nade is lovely as well. And CSGO with the bomb dropped and so many players in front of him. The flashes keep them passive. But Issa with the deagle does something dastardly. Oh, the SMGs are not proving to be pretty. And Issa's making this work.
Well, Xantares tries his best to get it under some semblance of control. But OG is still in this B bomb site, still in with a chance to get that bomb down. keto, they're in the vent, they're going back up towards A, and Xantares realizes it all too late. That's a bit of a rough round for Big. You know, it's like sunk costs at that point, right? They lose a man outside, and then they get so focused on trying to trade that with the SMGs, they end up making the problem far worse. And Issa is looking clinical with his deagle. A lot of util exchanged at the door and outside, and there are these outside smokes drop down. Can't tell, but it looks like there's a gap in them. At least on the mini-map, and that's because it is this A plate, so in they go. The MAC-10s churn up the first man, and keto not ready for ENCE BIG. How's he gotten away with all those entry kills? Xantares is suddenly left up all alone. He tries to go swinging in, and he somehow survives the Molotov. Just Mantu, but oh, Xantares jumping out into the open.
Another A take.
Oh, keto. Oh, don't know how he's still alive there, but he is not alive much more. As Valde. Oh, the MAC-10s. The MAC-10s just slicing through Big. Oh, well, that was fun, CSGO, wasn't it? You got to go up the ladder and then get shot in the head by niko.
So let's see if they can get back on that streak. Another fast approach, perhaps. The molly, extinguished by the smoke, but very late. And ENCE BIG looking into the wall as bullets fly through. Everyone is dead. Big are ready for this A play. And even though that happens, Mantu sprays a smoke, and Issa gets a pick. Back to ramp they look. Xantares hasn't left. They're in no hurry either. seule knows outside is clear. It's a very risky move to only have one player left on A, but OG are making their presence known.
Oh, Xantares needs to get away with a lot here, and that double, make it a third, has sorted Xantares out royally, puts 10 on the board for Big. This smoke setup, seule is peeking over the top as well. So you will have that to worry about. Oh, just too many targets, and Mantu with only one spot to focus on. Valde's just toying with them, and oh, Tizian gives it all away. keto doesn't trade it either. And so Xantares alone at B has got to do it all. They're coming his way. Even then, they can go up the vent, right? They could try to hit this A bomb site, especially with Alexa B up in heaven. And so for Xantares, he gets the info that 2 players are here. Now they go back up to A because of Alexa B in the heavens. And Xantares isn't left with any option in this round. It is a flawless 14th.
14-11 though, and yeah, a few rounds in a row for Big. They save their bacon somewhat, and they've still got a bit of money, but they really would love to get away with this AK. So Xantares needs to have his wits about him. Cross into the corner, and here they come. Valde with the exit. It's a huge kill to find at the end of the round,
giving the space over to the rest of his team. I tell you what, Pimp wanted to see more out of the regular faces here on OG. Well, we're certainly getting that in this game right now. Antu and ESL both leading the charge in terms of those kills. And the calling has been great from Alexa B. niko don't let Tizian come through the vents. And so what was a 4-on-3 retake is now even odds with this bomb already ticking against Big. ESL not giving up ground, finally traded by Xantares. Mantu, only the tag, and the doors get closed and then reopened on him. niko left up alone, they've got to get on the bomb now, and he's dropped them off of it. There isn't time for the round. And so an AWP save, that's the extent of it for Big. Up against 15, a third map locked and loaded, and we just might get there if this buy is going to be anything to go by for Big.
And Big are exploiting it to the best of their ability, but flashes will push them back. And lobby control taken for only a second. Tizian turns, and Alexa B gets him in the side of the head, walking back into A and trying to find keto as well. He's done it! Alexa killing everybody on this A site, and it doesn't even matter that Big have got those lower rotates, because up vent go OG into surely a third map.
Yeah, all this damage was done to OG, but Alexa B, man, there's no accounting for individuals. And he realizes that to get this game over the line, someone's got to step up. That man ends up being Alexa B, pushing out into that A bomb site, now leaving it just on seule and Xantares. And no one's in heaven. Alexi gets caught with an unfortunate timing in the doors, but still, the numbers game, the numbers leaning heavily in favor of OG. A couple of missed shots from ESL gives Xantares a little bit of room, and Xantares now down to the 1v1. Into the site he goes, just Valde left to beat, and they're both low, but Xantares makes it happen. The dream is still alive for Big. They deny that third map for now.
Spam comes in. Xantares, the windows get broken, he can get cleared. That's why seule is here. Minute on the clock, and here come OG.
Oh, blindsided though, seule and Xantares. Not looking the right way at the right moment. And so now either, right, they've done all this fighting and it still ends going to a third map, or they somehow claw back another man disadvantage to find an overtime. tabseN and keto left in the hot seat and getting closer and closer to niko. You got to check it right, and tabseN will. Down to the 2v2. Flashes are in for tabseN to take this peek. Not blinded, but ESL still out of the round. It's Mantu to step it up right in the final moments. We go into Inferno, the third map in this series, as the fight between Big and OG rages on.
seule lining up utility, the rest of his team running up alt mid. 4 on A for OG. They're barely playing the B-bomb site. Alexi gives it a bit of caution as flashes come through, but it will be running into the pit for Big. Diving in, Tizian first of fight. Xantares is going to fall in Boiler, and it's a mess. It's just trades all around the board, mainly in the favor of OG. With the bomb loose, Tizian trapped, and he will get no room given to him. OG hunt him down in the site. And
heard of it?
Force
armor?
Yeah,
you love it?
Yeah, I do love it. I wear it. Right now, Deegan armor and OG with lots of SMGs. They've got banana control, but Big are contesting it. Late nades coming in, and even some aggression from Valde. Oh, jump shots. Tabson will get traded. It should be under control, even with that kill for Xantares. The bomb has dropped, and he's got to go back right past leikkeet B to get it. Hoping for another kill to get gifted before that fact, but Issa is pushed in a little bit later. And it's important not to feed in this position if you're OG. leikkeet B is playing things nice and safe, jump spotting at the banana, and Issa catches that timing down middle. Fully commit to this execute soon, but that smoke comes down and leikkeet rotates off the back of it. You might have to come back, because even though this smoke will stall things out for Big, if they get this coughing kill off the boost, they can just run in. Unfortunately for them, spammed out from below, Tabson gone. And Valde calling for help as two players come back to join this site. This is a screwed round for Big. What on earth are they going to do?
Yeah, they've got one smoke, right? They can use that to cut off CT. They can Molotov out oranges or new box. Oh, it's another through the smoke for Valde. Finally traded by Xantares, but there's so little time. Big, they can't even get the bomb down here. That's it, the round's over. They might even lose a player after time, and they will. Tizian gone. The AWP needs to be saved. And Searson just about gets away with it, but...
There's a flash being lined up. Is Valde going to push off this? Maybe even just waiting for Mantu to take that first shot. And there it is. Perfect kill to Searson with his AWP as well. Now they aggress. Now they push in. And keto needs to have his wits about him.
Oh, the flash leaves keto blind. And it's a perfect 1-2 punch for that triple setup over towards that B bomb site. Now the rotation's going back towards A. So Bigger on a timer. Right now they've got a 3-on-2, but not for long. And niko only good for one down in the pit. The A site now starting to get opened up a little bit, but leikkeet is here ahead of that smoke at Moto.
Oh,
and even spamming Xantares out of the round. 6-0 for OG. You couldn't ask for a better game.
Smokes into the A site. Good luck playing quick with this setup. 4 here for OG as well. niko waits. AWP check, not there. And niko just domes Tabson as the A play comes in.
They're running single AWP now, so here it is. niko forces them. Oh, he's got it now. niko throwing the AWP out of the apartments.
He's got no gun.
And in doing so, he's only onto a Tech 9. It's all gone weird. Searson, only AWP left standing at the end of it. Whoop, there's another for Searson. Can he get any more? Yeah. Oh, number 3. Hello, Searson is in with another. And now it's down to the 1v1. I don't know how it got to this point in time, but Searson has somehow carved a path. Just Valde left to get past, fast in through short side. And all of these shots might be for nothing unless Searson can rail Valde in the final moments. He goes back to check short now. And Valde puts him to bed. 8-0 for OG. A damn good try from Searson.
What's not to love? Oh, dear. Oh, no. It's a barbecue.
Get out of Banana. It's not a safe space. It's a bad place. Xantares, last man standing.
There's smokes coming down, but no. Late util, bit of spray, bit of grenade, sprinkled on with a Molotov, and it's a 3K for leikkeet B. Xantares, a lot to do, not a lot to do it with. Got to check the corner, but he's already dead, and it's 9-0 for OG. Now Big can't even get rounds, no matter how hard they fight. That's a shot connecting to keto through the wall. And the AWP backs up just a little bit, only to re-aggress. Not for long. Mantu tries to escape. He could have gone CT. It looked like he wanted to, but he backs out, and that will be the punishment. That will be the kill the Big finally find to open up, and they don't wait for the smoke. Good push for keto, not respecting the utility for a change and taking a change into this B bomb site. It might be their first round. Valde's got other ideas.
Oh, missed shot from keto. Now they know he was posted up high. Valde on the smoke spam, doesn't quite find anything. Do you even want to attempt this round if you're OG? Now you've got max money on three players. You've got a lot of cash, basically. You are cash rich at this point in time. You've got no reason to at least try and take some of these guns away. So that seems to be the aim of the game here. Big, they might be on to their first round, but OG want to make it a punishing round nonetheless. Issa even ready to shut down any players trying to save a missed shot from Searson. That AWP taken out. Now leaving just one in the hands of Keto. Even more damage done to tabseN, and he's not getting out of there alive. He's just holding on to the bottom of Banana. And so, yeah, you win the round. But my God, at what cost? Big, losing all 5 players.
2 players in B. Big know this is the only thing they can rely on. But the flash play, no one's playing anti. Oh, they turn. Alexi doubles back, and here come Big.
Yeah, it's a good thing they didn't commit to the flash push. Alexi forced back, gone, dead. Valde trying to make a stand, trying to make a difference. But he does get wrapped by Tizian. Still, Valde does a hell of a lot to set you up in a round like this. You just need the rest of the team to follow through. And niko hiding in this CT smoke is blindsided by Xantares, leaving it all on MAN2. Missed shot. And he knows that Tizian was pushed up. Now that nade, not enough to do the damage. And onto the M4 for MAN2. Tizian beats him in the head-to-head. And Big, they get themselves a second.
You know, what has worked in their only rounds, B plays. But that is not the case today. And MAN2 needs to do everything.
Oh, they're up in the apartments as well. MAN2 trying to reposition. Does get into the site, but the long wrap should deal with MAN2. He's got to look everywhere, man. So many angles to worry about, and they still haven't found him yet. MAN2 putting on a bit of a show. Tizian has just sniped Keto out of the round, and MAN2 at the very end is able to nail all the shots he needed to.
Oh, God. Oh.
You just want to look away, but you can't stop looking at the brutality. Tizian's Deagle opening the round up, fast approach into this B bomb site. Alexa B gonna get tested in a very big way because they're already through CT, they're already fighting MAN2, and MAN2's not faring so well. He's deleted by these pistols. Still, Alexi was doing all he could. Finally dealt with at the back of B, leaving it on niko in a 1 versus 3, an unlikely 1 versus 3 where weapons have been picked up, the bomb is down, a double dark hold. This Molotov on niko could make a huge difference. It forces the peaks out, but Tizian nails it. 3 on the board for Big. Oh. Shot is nailed by Alexa B. And even though he's smoked off, Valde is still here at the back of the site. He hasn't even made his presence known yet. Alexi's almost trying to send the idea that it's just him here, that he's the only man you had to worry about, and that is not the case. No one has checked for Valde, and he's going to win the round right here, right now. OG are dominating. They need to get into this second half with a pistol victory, and if that doesn't happen, then this is probably GG. And even with it, still probably GG.
It's a hard comeback, that's to say for sure, but the flash is good. The shots don't connect, however. There's a team kill in all of the madness, and even a follow-up. Okay, well, that's one way to start for Big. The TK going the other way around than it did last time, and there's more where that came from. Bomb dropped in apps and a lost round. Safe to say, Big. No GG, just OG dead in front of them at their feet. Oh, the timing. Counter-Strike 101, but he does get the kill. However, it shouldn't make much of a difference.
Alexi's dead. Any second now. Any minute. There it is. Searson gets it.
Orp has just gone B as well. They're about to realize that's not the move to make. Habs has cleared out Banana. Are they just going to swap sides? In doing so, while swapping, OG have taken so much ground. And so tabseN needs to... Oh, what a shot. tabseN needs to be very aware on the rotate, but now he won't rotate. They've lost the B player. Oh no, this has gone from bad to worse, and OG can go wherever the hell they want. It's an A-Rap as the game plan. They spot 2 in the pit, and it won't be pretty at all. Maybe they will take this mid to B, especially with Alexa B finding another kill up Banana. They just full regroup. I like this call, not taking the risk of sending a man into no man's land. Keto's keeping his eye on it, and now he's got to keep his eye on the prize as 3 Ts run up Banana with B in mind.
And if Keto dies right away, this is a save for Big. He's flashed off the angle. And there's niko with the opener. Big are already out of this round, and they know it. 13-5 as OG pieced together their first when the rifles come out. I don't even know if SMGs are within the purchasing power at this point. Great stuff from OG though, right? Bit of a classic from Alexa B. He's really, really good at creating these opportunities, creating space, and then making the call that kind of brings it all together. You know, he gets those 2 kills at Banana.
They might just full execute here. OG It's all the big we're able to rely on in that first half. They'll give it a go as well. Molly misses, but the smokes come through. Taps and pushes, and he takes two. Blinded off the second, but doesn't matter. Now it's down to one man on the pillar. Keto gone immediately, but still not a rough round for Big. They can certainly consider retaking this one. Tizian's come on a rotate. Tabson's going to jump over with the flash, but he misses the jump the first time, and Mantu punishes him, giving OG the advantage back.
Yeah, Tizian needs something here. And the kill has just eluded him. The molly forces him off the angle, and now niko is posted up. Now he's ready for this CT swing. Decides to dodge the danger and play the long game with smokes landing at banana. Suddenly, the pressure's on for niko to stay alive in a situation like this. Push coming in through CT. The boost is weird. It's all a bit of a weird round, but Valde through the smoke, he's just taking names. Searson, last man alive, 2 to find, very little time to get it done in. He's saving, he's out of there. And so OG are up to 14.
Yeah, what's so important about that round is just due to how quickly OG execute into the B bomb site within the first 30 seconds of the round. They have all of their utility.
Oh, Alexi caught changing weapons, gives that gun over, and Keto only good for one at the top of banana. Now the B take is in, and there's nobody here for Big. The rotations are very, very fast. Tabson is already up banana in the back line of OG. He could be the man that saves the day in a round like this. Tizian running through that CT smoke has given over a 3-on-3. Tabson playing trigger discipline, taps down the first. He also saw the coffins player, but still niko's good for the kill. Mantu spots the boost, so he knows that both players left are in CT. And niko is there to pick up the pieces. 15-5. OG one away from taking this for free.
He tried to hide it. I don't know if it did hide.
I don't know how well hidden it is.
Yeah.
It's just dropped on the floor, but in a corner. So maybe it's fine. Searson scout, not useful yet. Will reposition and has this crossfire with Xantares, but is never even needed, at least not thus far. Still, the Deagles are in play. There's 10 seconds. The bomb plant can't even happen at this point. And so that's the round. It all kind of grinds to a bit of an awkward halt. Still with a lot of utility, but they're playing it contact, right? They're not looking to telegraph this approach. And if Keto falls without getting anything done, that leaves you in a really rough spot. Luckily enough, Valde goes to check CT and is caught by the man at Nubox. But that molly is going to force Keto to get real uncomfortable. Tizian coming through this smoke. Time and time again, this has given away advantages, but this time it's good for one. That is it, however. And now it's only Searson. This scout is going to hit like an AWP at the very least. Both niko and Issa are low, but this was a round where Big had the advantage. They had the money, and now it's come up in favor of OG. They take this series 2-1. The classic OG curse of losing their map pick.